Oh boy, everybody, it has been a morning already. I need to back out here and get started to go do today. What happened this morning, you might be asking if I'm already saying that. Well, I actually went onto my bank and just to make sure, I was going to try to buy a small accessory for the camera for those Pentax lenses, but I didn't have enough in my account, so I wanted to go transfer it. And I realized when I was looking at my bank thing, I was like, oh, I have false charges here on my account. Yeah, my Mac card got stolen, or my ATM card, for those of you not here. Not like physically stolen, but the numbers got stolen off of it, so I've got false charges. Granted, they're not huge at all. One of them is the only charge that actually went through is for 11 cents. But when I called my bank, they're like, yeah, they usually start small and then work their way up, which is why I'm figuring that, that was just like a test, and they were gonna hope that it was fine and that I wasn't gonna notice. So, yeah. As of right now, my Mac card is officially canceled, so I actually have no Mac card for now. If I call it a Mac card, it's an ATM card or a debit card. It's a debit card, really, but I'm Philadelphian, and I will always, when I'm not thinking about it, call it a Mac card. But so yeah, that's not exactly the same call that I want to have with my bank right before I needed to leave. And it was right before I needed to leave. Like, I only found the charge like 20 minutes ago. But thankfully, because my bank has like this express thing where if you call from the app, they don't have to verify any of your information because you've already logged into the app, so you're all good. And I was fine and dandy and ready to go. So I've got to go pick up a new Mac card tonight. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Anyway, I'm on my way to senior project now, because that's always a Friday thing that happens, right? Where in the world is this truck going? Because I really hope he's not trying to turn down in front of, by the train station. I really hope not. Oh, look, my little itty bitty laptop is trying to upgrade to Ubuntu from April. Let's do it, because it's probably the one step along the way to going to a newer version. It's a completely transparent window, but yeah. So it's working on that. I know you guys can see nothing until I adjust the exposure because it's so dark, but that will help. And then raising my ISO. Well, the other way, so that we're actually on it. It's even too high. There we go. Now you can see me. Yeah. But yeah. So this is actually working on installing the new Ubuntu version. And for those of you who don't know anything about computers or don't really care, it's a Linux distribution that I like to use a lot. And it's one I've been using for many, many years. In fact, the hard drive for this computer, even though it has not always been in this computer, this hard drive has had a Linux distribution on it now literally probably for 5 years or so. And I've been using Linux for many, many iterations because we just went this new version right now that I'm eventually upgrading to, not the one that's upgrading to right now, but the one after it, because it just got released in October. That's this month. It actually moved away from the interface we were using called Unity. Well, and yes, it is theoretically based on the same, not even really theoretically, it's based on the same programming language that any games made in Unity are based on. But before that, we actually had an older interface, and we're going back to that older interface, essentially, without getting super, super technical. And I've actually outlived the Unity cycle, which is kind of weird to see. And we've literally almost come the entire way. What do you want? I don't care about not having Flash Player. I really don't. It's fine. I never use it. Yeah, you go set those new software channels. You got this computer. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about what happened this morning, I actually did wind up going to my bank, getting a new, if I've called it an ATM card this morning, it's incorrect. It's actually a debit card. That is the official name for it. I've gotten a bunch of crap about it at my bank. It is a debit card, not an ATM card, and technically not a Mac card, even though I will continue to call it a Mac card. But I just kind of walked in and I was able to get a new one, thankfully, once they identified who I was. So we're back in working order. And again, I caught it super early, so really no damage has been done. So I'm all good to go again. just took a little bit of time and effort.